I'm so sorry, everyone. Yeah. That's why I was wondering why I couldn't read the live chat properly, because I was not able to see the stuff properly. Okay. Hi, Sindoor. Hi. Okay, great. It's correct, she says. Yeah. I'm so sorry for wasting your time. We were supposed to start at 7. It's already been 15 minutes and I don't want to waste time further. So I think we'll start. I'm just going to open the newspaper for today. Anybody here who's going to do the newspaper? Check out the article of today's Hindu about Biden's challenges and rejoining climate agreement. Oh yeah, Trump had gotten out. Let's see what Biden does. I'll definitely read it. Ugh. Today is a struggle, man. It's okay, we'll get things done. क्या करूं? Okay. So should we start? How many people are there? 6 people only. Sorry, Sindhu. From where are you studying post-independence for optional? I have class notes of post-independence and I have a book. If you guys want help with post-independence, or if you're a history optional student, we can create like a Telegram group and share resources. I'm up for that. Okay, bye Sindoor. Okay, so now I'm going to start studying. 7:15. Yeah, Zafir, we can surely do that. No problem. Oh wow, your mom is a police officer. That's great, Sindoor. But my mother is not a single parent. I have both my parents, but dad doesn't usually come in front of the camera. And he came to Chennai this time with mom in December, and but I don't post about him because even he is a police officer. Both my parents are in the police, and only my mom is not camera shy. Just my dad is. So I usually don't bring him on the camera. So I don't know why people feel like I'm like my mother is a single parent. She isn't. So no, it's okay. I just had to make it clear. Probably because I uploaded a video with my mom and she was telling us about things and explaining us her perspective. People probably thought that it's just me and my mom, but it isn't like that. So yeah, but kudos to your mother. I think single parents are, I mean, it's the children they raise are like they're so strong, and I'm sure, Sindhu, that you're a very strong person, and I hope that you get whatever you want in life. So with this, we will start studying now, for sure. We'll answer questions in the next break we do. I feel like in the evening everybody is in a chatty mode, but I want to study right now. So 10, 20, 30, 40. At 8 o'clock, we'll take a break in another 40 minutes. So let's study now. Simba. What do you guys think about this this news, which says there will be a historic tractor parade on Republic Day? I know my mom is in Delhi on duty 24/7 because of this protest. So tough. Simba. Good boy, don't take. सिम्बा मत कर यार.
Parochial.
Jayant is saying, Alti, it's better to read a book and explain some of the concepts you have understood to the viewers so that they can learn something new rather than fetching more time in tablet, which creates eye fatigue and wear protective eye care if possible. So, Jayant, it's a nice idea. By the way, I had specs before. I had like almost 3.5 um, eyesight power. Um, but I got my LASIK eye operation done. So ever since that day, I have been pretty chilled out. I got the operation done because of my shooting, because of rifle shooting. Because when we look through the gun, we have to accurately see the target. So I used to wear specs before, and loading the gun and having lead because of the bullet created a lot of problems for me. And so I finally got LASIK done, and after that, like, nothing really hits my eyes so hard. But yeah, I always reduce the brightness on a tablet whenever I study. And after that, yeah, I mean, that's all. I thought that if I read and if I share with you what I understood, I might disturb you guys, because you will be studying your own thing. But if you agree with Jayant, then please let me know in the chat and I will talk to you. Um, in that sense, I will let you know if there's something useful, and yeah, just let me know in the comment. Thanks, Amrita. Lots of love from Chennai. Sama Zamil says, how long will you study? So the plan was to start at 7, but I started late. Um, but the plan was from 7 to 9 p.m., so like a 2 hour study session. But I strongly feel that a late night study session will be better because Simba is very active at this time and he creates a ruckus in the house. Um, but anyhow, most of you chose this time, so I chose to do a live at 7 to 9. At this time, we might not be there with full focus, but at least we are trying to study and do our best and that is more important. Don't try to run after quantity, just go after quality. If you're reading the newspaper and suddenly, like, what happens at times is when we're reading, just in the middle, we like lose like ourselves in our own thoughts, and that happens quite often with me. It happened twice right now, and that's the reason why I got up and went out, because I thought, like, what's the point of reading that article if I'm not 100% present? So just don't read for the sake of it. That's why I opened the side note bar on the side, so that once I read one article, I'll just quickly write a note, because I usually make current affair notes from newspapers. Last prelims experience taught me that if I end up reading all these Vision IAS and Insight IAS booklets, I will be left with no time. And there was no question at all from Vision IAS or Insight IAS booklets in this prelims. So basically, you just have to do your best in reading the newspaper, making your own notes, and just like one line notes for each news you think is important, and you'll have very little papers at the end of the month to revise. So I feel like this is the best bet. So yeah, this is one tip I can give you when you're reading the newspaper. Okay, I'll get back now. Enough talking. I'll show you how I make a note of an article. So, in today's newspaper, there's an article that draft policy to help grow nano micro enterprises, and the network is called Udyog Sahayak Enterprises Network, which is Usenet, USENET. Um, so this says it's a draft policy, which means there will be news, follow-up news that we'll have to keep a tab on. But there's a lot of information in this article, which I summed up in like one, like kutti line, one small line, which says, I just wrote the name Usenet here, and then who has developed it. So it says by Fiki, Tata Institute of Science, Social Sciences, and Azim Premji University. So that's what I wrote here. And the full form and the aim for it, which is to boost growth of nano and micro enterprises in the informal sector. So it will do so by providing information on policies and schemes and credit options and visibility to the companies who are struggling to grow and facing harassment. So I mean, I've understood the basic, and if at all UPSC MCQ asks us what is Usenet, we can relate it to nano and micro industries, enterprises, or to, and that it's not by the government, it's by these three, Fikitis and Azim Premji University. So that's how I read the newspaper. If you have any other tips on how to do it, I'll be happy to know. Okay, Chinny, I noted down your suggestion. Punjab to build fiscal information platform. Hi guys, I didn't notice it's already 8. Do you guys want to take a 5 minutes break? You can go ahead and let me know if you want to extend this study session because I'm up for it. I feel like studying now. I feel like studying more. Um, Let me read the chat. Jayant, give some insight into your optional and how do you relate it to the current. Okay. Yes, I'm taking a break, Anushka. Um, so history is something that there's there are very few ways you can relate your history optional to the current affairs, but um, there are many situations today which are happening due to the events which have happened in the past. So, I mean, history is like an ongoing thing, and whatever is happening today has a relation to the past. So, in that sense, I'm just trying to think of a topic that we can relate in today's time. Okay, so there was Dutch colonization in Indonesia. There was Dutch colonization in certain parts of our country. And today in the news, on the first page, if you see, there's a news that says Indonesia makes room for an Indian hero. And that Indian hero is Biju Patnaik. And he was the chief minister of Odisha. So it says that the former chief minister of Odisha was a skilled pilot and that he flew several missions in 1947 to transport Indonesian leaders, including the tallest leader, President Sukarno, and etc. etc. So the Indonesian embassy in Delhi has honored Biju Patnaik, and they've like inaugurated some room for him and like that. So in that sense, that just because, see, this is a current affair news, we know that Indonesia was a colony of the Dutch, and in history optional we have a topic for the mains which is colonialism and imperialism and all that in every continent. So in South Asia, in Africa, in India, and every other country. So yeah, this is how I relate. And of course, China, whatever is happening with China has happened with. So uh, there was a huge there were huge wars relating to opium, and at that time India was a British colony. Um, and China was never colonized in that sense because of the Treaty of Titsin or Treaty of Nanking. Um, and So US, Germany, um, Britain, US, Germany, Britain, and France, right? Yeah. All these people got together, and there was an open door policy. There was an open door policy which allowed China to trade with all countries, something on the lines of MFN, which is the most favored nation tag. That actually kind of helped China because it never had to go through what India had to go through in terms of resources and trade. And which is why China is flourishing at the moment. And all the politics in China, now that it's a communist state, first it turned from the Manchu dynasty was a monarchy, it turned to a republic. From a republic, it turned republic was under Sun Yat-sen. From republic, it turned to a communist nation, and now we know what Z is doing, anyways. So I really enjoy history, and in my school, I studied world history. I never did ancient and medieval. For UPSC, I have to do it, and of course, for my undergrad, I did Indian history, which kind of opened my mind's avenue towards the history of our own country, which now really interests me. So, yeah. And Netaji's 125th birth anniversary today. So, um, there's a lot to study about Subhash Chandra Bose for modern history. So, that's how I relate. I spoke too long. Okay. Hi, I've been following you for quite a while now. I love your content and the whole light-hearted, happy vibe you put in your videos. Best wishes from Nepal. Oh wow. Thanks so much. Thank you, Supriya. That's so sweet of you. Chini Chitra wants me to do a video on what I eat in a day and how I manage health and diet. Do you think I'm managing my diet? I've become like I've gained like almost 10 kgs in the past 1 year since I've been preparing. Um, but I am trying hard to get back to shape. Also because the COVID lockdown, I didn't really have any motivation to go out and step out and do something. At home, because I live in a small apartment, because it's just me and Simba, there's not enough, like, as much space as I would want to exercise. So now I started going back to the gym, and um, I'll be able to make better videos and content on how to deal everything. Yeah, Zafar, China, the open door policy was actually propagated by the US. So they are the ones who put together the fact that, if there is an open door policy, no other country would want to fight with the US for resources and would want to fight with each other. So everybody will get their own share and everybody will be happy. Yeah, China had opened only one port, I think Macau or something, and then there were many ports like one second, um, yeah, Fuzhou, Ningbo, Shanghai, Canton. So you're correct. There was only one port before, and then there were many ports open later after that. Yeah, it's actually difficult to remember all the ports' name, but it's basically like Shanghai is easy to remember, and Fuzhou, Ningbo, all that. Even I don't remember, but like it will come to you automatically if you revise. Are you history optional? Macau, yeah. I did say that, but I was unsure. So, no, not Manchuria, Macau. Macau is the right answer. DF says, "Hi, I recently subscribed your channel. Can you please give me a short story of your UPSC preparation journey?" So I started last year. I gave the 2020 attempt with 5 to 6 months of preparation. Um, I had finished my undergrad in 2017. In 2019, I got done with my pub ad masters in pub ad, and at the same time, I am a rifle shooter in the Indian shooting team, and the masters was done, like, in a very casual way, because I was traveling abroad and shooting in competitions and representing the country, so I didn't really have too much time to spare for studies. um, I'm 24 years old now, and I had always wanted to do UPSC, like ever since I like understood what a career is supposed to be. Both my parents are in the Delhi police, and I've seen them, handle a lot of situations which I thought I would be able to handle as well, and maybe even better if I study for UPSC. So I got back to my original goal. I paused shooting because of COVID. Everything was, anyways, on a hold. So I thought this is the best time to start. I didn't want to give 2020 attempt because I knew that people study for 1 or 2 years at a stretch and clear the exam. I really wanted to be the person who would clear it in the first attempt. But then, when my parents told me that it doesn't matter and we want you to give it just as an experience, and what if, by fluke you actually clear it? So I was like, okay, I'll do it. That's not a problem, because I, anyways, have no prior experience in a government exam or in any kind of competitive exam. This is the first kind. And I didn't study NCRTs. I am not a CBSC student. I did A levels. In my school, whoever took admission had to, go abroad and study. I had applied in colleges abroad, which I didn't go to, and I had gotten admission because of my shooting game. Um, so I took history in Stephens, and I did history only because I wanted to use history for my optional for UPSC, and also because history is my favorite subject. So when I stayed back and I prepared, I thought history optional will help me, and um, like I will be able to crack it in 2020. But I had taken a few wrong decisions, in the sense that I did not revise enough. I studied a lot, but I didn't revise enough. My notes were not concise. At the end, in the last 2 months, you have to really narrow down your notes, and you have to narrow down your sources and just revise multiple times from one single source, which I didn't do. And I was scared that I will not be able to do current affairs questions. So I was really all the time doing current affairs, um, mostly towards the end. So I know what mistakes I made. My parents have been extremely supportive. They've told me that it doesn't matter if I clear it in the first or the second attempt, and they believe in my ability and my capability, and I also do at times. There are times where I doubt myself and think, like, what if, it doesn't happen? But the athlete in me kind of pushes me through and tells me that that's not how my mindset should be, and I should just focus on doing my work and not focus on the outcome. So that helps a lot, and that has helped me even now. So yeah, that's my UPSC preparation journey. And yeah, so I aim to clear in 2021. I hope, I wish, and I pray. And I also have to work towards it. It can't just happen if I only pray and hope for it and don't work for it. So yeah, and I really hope that I can actually increase my study quality time. And probably I would want to do like a live throughout the day, so that I can be accountable, because if I am doing a live on YouTube and studying, I know I will study properly. But if you guys are not here, I would just get up, start playing with Simba, go drink coffee, and then come back and waste like at least half an hour. So I don't know if you guys do it, but I kind of end up doing it because I'm the only one in the house. My parents are in Delhi, and yeah, there's nobody to, like, guide me and stop me. So yeah, so I, like, if I'm alone, like, I end up wasting more time than I would want. So yeah, enough talking. We should be studying right now. God. Zafar, for me, the most interesting is world history, and the worst is medieval. So for me, I really love world history as well. I don't know if I hate medieval history, but yeah, it's kind of tedious because it's only names and it's a lot of battles and wars. So yeah. So another history optional aspirant is here. Oh, here, and it's fun optional, I guess. Oh, your history. Great. Good evening, Jyoti. You call your girlfriend on a video call and you tell her, don't let me do anything else. Great. I wish I had people who would do that for me. But yeah. So, okay, let's get back to studies. Have you covered your syllabus of optional? Yes, I did cover history option last year, but I have to do it again. So, yeah. Thank you for sharing. Happy to know about you. Let's meet in Labasna soon. Yes, we will, for sure. For sure, we will. Dhanush. Good evening, Dhanush. Okay, guys, so I think we should start studying now. Again. Ugh. Aishwarya, you mentioned about mistakes. Super. Is it possible for you guys to like just leave this comment on the community tab post so that I have like a, because once I end this live, I don't think I'll have these live chat comments. So yeah. Hi Anushka. Follow study plan accordingly and test series. Exactly, yeah. But we're all human. It doesn't like happen like 100%, but yeah, I know what you mean. And I will be doing just that. For and last time for history optional, I didn't do too much of answer writing, but I have started doing it and I feel like it should help me. You should take a day leave and do all things you like to do. Anushka, I do whatever I like to do every day. There's not been one day where I haven't done anything that I don't like. I really love studying. I think this preparation is very interesting. It's just that when we start thinking too much about the outcome of this preparation, things start going downhill. But till the time you're enjoying and understanding and getting to know so much about different subjects, I think it's a pretty interesting preparation. Apart from studying, I do lots of fun stuff, and touchwood, my life is amazing, and I am really happy with what I'm doing. So I really don't like, I chose a life that I don't want to take a break from. My life in itself is like a vacation, so like in the truest sense. So I feel like in fact, I feel like I'm not doing enough. So we should start studying now. This is the last time I'm talking about anything. Till the time it's, um, yeah, so till the time it's 9 o'clock, we won't talk to each other. We will all study. Together. If you can be more vocal in the community tab or send me a DM on Instagram and talk about all these ideas, I will definitely take it up and follow them. Okay, so now we're studying. Enough. पढ़ाई करो बच्चा लोग, पढ़ाई करो. 2 घंटे में पेपर ही नहीं हो रहा. I'm so sorry, guys. My phone battery died, but it's back now. Guys, do you know what halwa ceremony is? Hi Chandra, I'm good. Let me know in the chat if you have any idea about what halwa ceremony means. It's a question, like I already know the answer. Halwa ceremony. Nobody knows. Think about it. Halwa ceremony marks the beginning of the compilation of the Indian budget. So it was held probably today or yesterday. Yeah, and there was an app also which was launched, Union Budget mobile app. So halwa ceremony is the printing exercise of the budget. So the budget has started to get printed. Unique name, halwa ceremony. I'll remember this. Simba. Sorry, guys. Simba, come here. What's up? Good boy. Say hi to everyone. Say hi to everyone. Look there. Say hi. Good boy. Guys, it's post 9, but I feel like I'm gonna continue the session. If you feel like studying and sticking even now, you're free to do it, and I'll be really happy if you're here. Um, if you want, you can quickly tell me what you're studying. Is anyone here doing the newspaper right now? Which news did you find great, Soham? Anything of interest, please let me know in the comment. Sports quota? No, there's no sports quota in these competitive exams. And it's good in a way that it's not there. Fortunately or unfortunately, I don't have any quota to give the exam in, so it's all going to be hard work. पढ़ाई पढ़ाई मेहनत बहुत सारी मेहनत. Do you give state PCS too? I have a domicile from Haryana because I shoot, as in my rifle shooting, I represent Haryana if I play for the states in national games and all. So, Haryana PCS happens. I mean, there's a very erratic schedule. Sometimes the exams happen, sometimes they don't. They didn't happen for like 2-3 years in a stretch. But yeah, if the notification comes, I will apply. My parents want me to give um, all exams this year just for the, experience and just to see how it feels like to sit in that environment. I have filled up the ACIO exam form. So, the Intelligence Bureau ACIO. So when the notification comes of the date, I will go for it as well. Before June. RBI. I don't know what is required for the RBI. If I'll check it out today. Yes, I filled IBI ACIO. For how long have you been preparing for UPSC, CSE? I think now it's been 1 year and like maybe 2-3 months. 1 year, slightly more than a year. Netaji's story was fascinating and it's used in, yes, BJP and Trinamool Congress, both of them using Netaji as a way to garner votes. Politics is such. Sriram Satpati is saying, I'm from Odisha, have taken a year coaching now, I'm preparing from home, public ad is my optional. I actually wanted to take pub ad as well, but history kind of like just that last minute decision was like, no, I had options between sociology, history, and pub ed, like all these, and political science. I wanted to go towards political science, but then I thought doing so much of current affairs will be too much of work, and history is something I can study like for hours at end. So, oh wow, Pavan's option is PSIR. I love PSIR. Like, if given a chance, if I didn't have to write the exam, I would definitely choose PSIR. Yeah, that's true. PubAd does reduce workload. But somehow, like, I feel like connected with history because I did undergrad in history. I topped my boards in history. So, like, I thought, like, that's the subject which I can do well in because I'm good at, like, writing essays and stuff like that. Uh, So sweet. Ardra Smita Joy is asking if I've had dinner. So today I didn't make lunch for myself. I didn't eat anything in the afternoon. I only had like a coffee in the morning and like a toast or something. So I made dinner around like I made food around 4 5 p.m. and before coming on live around 6 p.m. I had the food which I feel like is my dinner because I won't feel hungry after that. And probably why in the first hour of coming live I wasn't so focused because I had just eaten and I was feeling like a little heavy. Have you eaten dinner? Have you guys eaten dinner? Pushkar Solanki, why you choose Chennai? Why not Delhi? Okay. This is a question I get a lot. And this is a question to which I don't really have like a solid answer. So I am a Delhiite. I have lived in Delhi like for all my life. Um, and I did school in Delhi. I did college in Delhi. I was shooting in Delhi as well. So my coach is from Bangalore. So as I already told you guys that I'm a sports person, I play for India in the sport of rifle shooting. So my coach was in Bangalore and I have many friends in Chennai. Um, I have a feeling that I will in the future settle down in Chennai. You guys can understand the uh, subtle hint here. So I felt like I would do better here in Chennai in comparison to Delhi. I didn't want to attend, although I had thought of going to Vajiram and Ravi. I almost paid the fees and I got in to Vajiram, and my parents, like, we just went there and it was like so saturated, too many people. I have 2 3 friends who studied in Vajiram, and um, I mean the faculty is great and all, but like I didn't like I'm not the kind of person who would be stuffed in the middle of hundreds of people and study for an exam. And honestly, I also attended Shankar IS classes here in Chennai, and I feel like a coaching class can only help you like in very limited ways, and you can do much better on your own. People in fact go for coaching only because there's a buzz around coaching. Even I went to coaching because I thought, okay, what if I'm not able to do things on my own and everybody takes coaching? I was under the pretext. My parents had actually asked me to join coaching when I was doing college, but that time I didn't choose to do it. If I had chosen at that time, I would have known that it's actually pretty useless. And so one of my friends, he's my classmate in Stephens, Vikram. He did um, classes in like a coaching institute in Delhi while he was in second or third year, and after the graduation got over, he studied for 1 year by himself, and then he cleared UPSC in his first attempt, and now he's an IFS officer. So different things work for different people. I have 2 friends who in Shankar and 2 friends in Vajiram who did study and didn't get through, and there are many people who got through after 1 year of coaching and like 2 years of self preparation. So in the end, like, you just have to do what you got to do, and there's no guarantee that coaching will work. There is no guarantee that self preparation will work if you have no idea what you're doing. So the best thing is to be very thorough with the syllabus, with what the exam wants, and yeah, that's all. Nowadays, the article given in Indian Express specially explains section. Yes, sometimes I feel like the Hindu is not. I mean, it's just the buzz around Hindu, which, like, most of the news is crap. Like, for me personally, I feel like Indian Express is written more lucidly. The English is better, and the coverage of the news is, like, more intense and more informative. In Hindu, all I see is opinions of people, and, like, even in today's first 5 6 pages, there was just rubbish written. Only like one page on Sunday is like proper, and I feel like Indian Express is a better newspaper to read. And I also do check out Indian Express's explained. So yeah, Indian Express is a good paper. Yeah, Shriram, I won't be going for too many exams. In fact, like, I fill forms and I don't end up going. So even that is there. So okay, let's get to studies again. Yeah, because Hindu, like, it seems like the news is important, but when you read the article, it's like, sorry to say, but complete BS. So yeah. This is a person called COVID-19 saying hello. I don't want to say hello to COVID-19. Please stay away from me. Oh, hi Rudraksh. Please change your name. Why is your name COVID-19? But funny, nice one. blush it. I'm currently reading the article on Houthis in Yemen. Um, and I remember studying deeply about West Asian politics, and there was an MCQ in the previous 2019, I think, match the following, where it was, you know, Yemen and all these West Asian countries, and you had to match like correctly with the word, keyword, or like the capital, I forgot. Um, and I feel like I forgot everything that I studied about the Houthis in Saudi Arabia and who is enemy of whom, who is a friend of whom. So I guess I'll have to go back to my notes and do it again. But this kind of is a good article to start off with. So yeah. So many questions came in. Yes, please continue this session. 1 second. Oru nimsham. I started speaking Tamil also. For a Delhi Punjabi to be speaking Tamil, it's such a proud moment for myself. Truly Indian. North Indian, South Indian. Okay, so what are the questions? How are you planning to do the prelims? Do we need to start with prelims right now or wait till March? So for prelims, you can't do anything like for prelims. It has to be an integrated approach at the moment. I think the last 2 or 3 months you can start slowly moving into the prelims focused areas, but every day doing the current affairs and trying to create linkages with what you're studying is really important. And you should be focusing on how you can clear prelims and mains both at this time. Do lots of answer writing and study deeply. Don't, like, for prelims we have to study facts, but for mains you have to understand why what is happening, and the gist, the proper reason for what an event, like the proper reason behind any occurrence of any event. So try to always do a integrated study. and go with that approach, because doing only prelims approach will not guarantee success in the long run, but doing an integrated study will definitely guarantee you success. I know many people who pass prelims but then they don't properly study for mains. For me, it's the opposite. I know I can do the mains and I can do the interview, but I'm only scared of the prelims. So it's different for everybody, but I would suggest that you go in for a proper approach. Do you ever think about online coaching? So in Shankar IS, I had paid for my history optional as well as GS course, and currently they are conducting online classes for the newer batches. But I asked them for, like, if they can give me a permission to re-attend some of the history optional classes. So the teacher obliged and he told me I can. So I have the Zoom link for the meetings every day. So that's why in the morning today I didn't do the live, because my morning class started from 7 to 1. So I did history optional in the morning. Um, no, go. Sai Teja. Hey Aditi, good to see you back again on YouTube after a long gap. Hope you do these kind of live study sessions many more in the future too. Yeah, Sai. In fact, I feel like I am studying properly at weird times because of this live. Because at times I don't wake up early in the morning because prelims is still 5-6 months away. So right now it hasn't set in that strict disciplined routine. So I feel like I'm planning to do a live every day, morning, evening. I want to do it. Let's see how it goes. In fact, like, it's better because I'm using my phone to record the video. So usually when I'm sitting alone and studying, if something happens on my phone, I'll just quickly take it and see and check or something. And I use my phone as a Google thing also. So like, any if I'm reading the newspaper and I want to search the meaning of the word, I'll use my phone, and then slowly I'll slip into other applications. So I will stop doing that because of the live, because I'm using my phone to record the video. So it's actually helping me a lot, and I hope it's helping you guys as well. um Persephone, please do these live sessions every day if possible. I'm studying for 2 hours because of this. I know, right? I'm studying for so much. I mean, I'm extending my study hours because of this live. Like, if I didn't do the live, I wouldn't be studying extra 2-3 hours in a day. Sonu is studying from an academy. Good night, guys. I have class right now. Have fun, Shriram. Please share your sources for current affairs. I shall do that. 1 second. Manas Goyal, how was your experience at RK Nature Cure Home? Which courses? How do you know? You were really following me, man. It's so nice to see people actually remember what I talked about in the video. I didn't post a follow-up video because I was too lazy and tired. So in RK, I did a proper body detox, and I had some issues, like, in the sense that doctor kind of assesses what's wrong in your body and your metabolism and everything. So he kind of gives you that tailored diet. So that's what I did. I did a complete body detox, and um, there was like low calorie. I was surviving on kanjis and fruits only and fruit juices. I did juice diets. I mean, that is like every day it's only juice, like 5 or 6 juices. So there were different things, and along with body massages and other treatments and PEME and all of that. How do you manage diet and study at the same time? So I sometimes, when I get lazy, I do order from Swiggy or Zomato, but I make sure that I order something which is nutritious. Always remember that you should eat food that is high in nutritional value. So nutritional value in the sense that don't eat just for the sake of eating, which means that I see many people eating Maggie. I see many people eating bread all the time, and I know that it is it tastes good and it is a quick meal, but I won't suggest you to eat all of that. And I don't eat biscuits and all of that. Whatever weight I've gained, I kind of was showing some early symptoms of thyroid. But thank God I don't have it. And it's just that my body gains a lot of weight when I don't exercise enough. My metabolism is extremely slow. Um, so I have to keep moving around. And living alone, I started eating at a wrong time. Like sometimes it would be 3 o'clock lunch, sometimes it will be 12 o'clock lunch, sometimes I will not eat breakfast at all. I'll do lunch. But as an athlete, I know like what I should be doing, so I kind of bring myself back. If like for a week I'll be doing something wrong, I'll start doing the right thing again on my own. And I try to do intermittent fasting, which is that you fast for like a 12-hour or 14-hour window, and then you eat for the rest of the time. So for certain hours you're not supposed to eat anything which has a caloric content. So yeah, start cooking your own food in the morning. You can choose one time where you want to cook your food, because you'll be studying the rest of the day. You can make like one sabji, dal, chawal or roti, whatever. In the first year I didn't make roti at all because it was too much of a job, and I didn't know how to make rotis properly. I always used to make rice and eat rice with everything, which also added to my weight gain because my body doesn't take rice very well. My face becomes like swollen. सो या सो जस्ट चूज़ एक एक दिन में एक टाइम पे आप खाना बना लो. और मम्मा, व्हाट माय मॉम सेज इज़, एंड इवन माय डैड, दैट कि खाना हमेशा खाना है तो फ्रेश खाओ. अगर आप एक बार ही जो खाना बनाओगे और वो फ्रिज में रख दोगे और अगले दिन उसको खाओगे, तो उसका न्यूट्रिशनल वैल्यू विल नॉट बी, मतलब आपकी बॉडी को वो अच्छा नहीं लगेगा, इन द सेंस दैट it will not add nutrition to your body. So just try to make food every day. Thoda banao, पर fresh banao. Or if you want, you can eat your lunch also for dinner and reduce quantity. Or like I'm a non-vegetarian, so I get a lot of chicken breasts. I marinate and keep them in the fridge, and as and when I feel like eating chicken, I'm hungry, I fry on fry pan, मतलब उसको हल्का सा तेल डाल के you can fry it, and I keep my veggies ready. कभी कभार दाल चावल सब्जी, it's easy only, it's not too much of a job, but it's also because I enjoy cooking, so that's different. I'm just trying to get all my monthly budget. I won't be able to give you an answer to that because honestly, I don't have a budget. I know what my expenses are. I have rented this 1 BHK apartment. I pay the rent here. There is maintenance, there is water bill, there is electricity bill, there is gas bill because there's a proper gas connection. I don't need to order a cylinder every month. Apart from that, because of UPSC, I'm not using my car too much. I got my car from Delhi here, so the fuel cost is less at the moment. Even though the fuel prices are high, I don't go out too much on my own, but when I do, that also is accounted for. खाने का पैसा, I mean, I try not to calculate money for food because so I have a lot of savings of my own in my account. I don't ask money from my parents, and I have an income source through a business that I'm doing right now, and at the same time my savings, and of course at times when I want something special, I ask my parents for it. So apart from the monthly expenditure, I don't really have I don't spend money too much like on online shopping anymore. I already have too many things. I'm trying to go towards a minimalistic approach of living. I know it's not possible right now, but slowly and steadily I feel like I will try my best to adopt that method. I can't promise myself because I know I don't live up to things which are too extreme, but I feel like I should be doing that. So it does cross probably around 30K is like 30K goes into my expenses every month easily. Why do you live alone in Chennai? Aren't you from Delhi? Yes, I am from Delhi. I think I told you the answer, or maybe no. Uh, the live ended abruptly because of the battery. So my coach is here in Bangalore. I am a shooter, so whenever I have to practice, I can quickly go to Bangalore from Chennai. I didn't want to live in Bangalore because I don't know many people there. Here I have people I trust. I can, count on them. They have my back, and like I have like people I can call family in Chennai. And in the future, I hope to सेटल इन चेन्नई. मैं आगे जाके चेन्नई में ही रहना पसंद करूँगी. बहुत ही खूबसूरत शहर है ये. और दिल्ली से हूँ तो मुझे पता है कि लोगों का अच्छा होना कितना इम्पोर्टेंट होता है. लड़कियों की सेफ्टी एट द सेम टाइम एक वार्मथ जो फील होती है वो मुझे इस शहर में बहुत ज़्यादा हुई है. एंड टचवुड I feel like Chennai is the best city to live in, and also as a UPSC aspirant, as a normal Indian, I feel like हमें अपने देश के हर शहर में जाके एक बारी तो कम से कम रहना चाहिए, क्योंकि हमें तभी पता चलेगा कि उनका रहन सहन कैसा है, वो कैसे मतलब उनका नज़रिया कैसा है. बिकॉज आई फील लाइक my approach towards life changed ever since I started living in Chennai, and also this is the first time, ये पहली बार है कि मैं अपने आप से अकेले कहीं पे रह रही हूँ. I have never lived alone before. This is my first time and I'm thoroughly enjoying it, and my parents trust me so much that they know that I can handle it. वो आते रहते हैं. वो अभी दिसंबर में भी इधर ही थे. दोनों पापा मम्मा आए थे. उनको सिम्बा से भी मिलना था बिकॉज सिम्बा इज़ a lockdown boy. He was born in the lockdown. I got him here only in Chennai. He's from Coimbatore. Simba was born in Coimbatore. तो बहुत ही अच्छा शहर है. एंड आई थिंक मैं शादी भी इधर ही करूँगी. सो या आई फील लाइक this is where I had to be. And I know Delhi is like too suffocating right now. The air quality is so bad. अगर आप यहाँ पे आओगे, बीच का जो हवा आता है और समुंदर का मतलब the sea kind of purifies the air, and I feel like this city is the best city to be in. यहाँ पे I feel like time भी बहुत slow गुजरता है. Delhi में the time goes by like this, and here you can actually practice slow living. आप हर एक चीज़ आराम से कर सकते हो, और लोगों का नज़रिया बहुत ही अच्छा है यहाँ पे. एंड आई फील लाइक दिल्ली में नेबर्स बहुत कम एक दूसरे से बात करते हैं. रियल रिलेशनशिप्स आई डोंट थिंक दिल्ली में आप फॉर्म कर सकते हो. और यहाँ पे आके मैंने फ्रॉम द पीपल आई लीस्ट एक्सपेक्टेड मैंने रिश्ते बनाए हैं. सो आई फील लाइक दैट्स वाई आई एम इन चेन्नई. एंड माई पेरेंट्स अग्री विद मी. जब वो यहाँ पे आते हैं वो कहते हैं यहाँ पे उनको बहुत अच्छा लगता है. एंड दे ऑल्सो विश दे कुड बी हियर, बट ऑफ कोर्स दे हैव जॉब्स एंड दे हैव देयर ओन हाउस. बट आई थिंक सून ऑल ऑफ आवर फैमिली विल कम डाउन हियर. मैं उनको यहीं पे ले आऊँगी. I'm preparing for CLAT. Please recommend me how to go further for civils. Just I feel like I don't know how to tell you what to do, but I feel like आपको न्यूज़पेपर हर रोज़ पढ़ना चाहिए. प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चंस आप देखो और यू फिगर आउट कि आपको ये एग्ज़ाम अच्छा लगता है, आप कर सकते हो या नहीं. And then you slowly start preparing by static books and go through like Lakshmikant's polity and try to enjoy what you're studying, and slowly you can dive into the serious preparation. Shira, my current affairs sources are newspaper And I do follow Insight IS daily current affairs summary. I feel like Insight is much better than Vision IS. Um, and also, I solve quizzes from it from time to time. Yes, I do follow PIB. Mm, I am practicing shooting right now. I am not going out to practice because so when last year I was number two in India, and because I didn't go to the range and shot, I didn't shoot matches. I I had to lose my ranking because मेरे पास scores नहीं थे जो calculate होते हैं in the final average. So I will start again post June. उससे पहले आई फील लाइक हमारे नेशनल्स होंगे दिल्ली में, तो शायद मैं वो खेलने जाऊंगी. So thank you so much, Sona. Lots of love from my side to you. Yes, I am planning to do this every day. Thank you so much. Johnny, yes, Papa. Johnny is saying, how do you maintain studies with YouTube? I knew this question would come, and I couldn't maintain proper studies and proper peace of mind when I was uploading these study vlogs, which is why I quit in the middle. I was like, mujhe nahi karna. And but then I remembered that in very short time I garnered a lot of subscribers, a lot of watch hours, which allowed my channel to grow so quickly, and I didn't even expect it. मैंने बस ऐसे ही फ़ोन उठाया था एक दिन और अपना रूम का वीडियो लिया था और उसको यूट्यूब पे डाल दिया था. I didn't know that मैं स्टडी व्लॉग्स करूँगी या नहीं करूँगी. But I am the kind of person, if she tries to put something on, like, you know, something, so I would want it to be perfect. Like, I have this problem, and if not perfect, I want it to be like really good. तो उस चक्कर में मैं एडिटिंग भी, आई ट्राई टू थिंक लाइक हाउ आई कैन एडिट इट, हाउ आई कैन शूट इट. सो दैट काइंड ऑफ लाइक इट स्ट्रक मी कि मैं यूपीएससी की तैयारी कर रही हूँ, मुझे यूट्यूबर नहीं बनना है, और वो मेरे एजेंडा में कहीं पे भी नहीं है, बट मुझे अच्छा लगता है करना, तो इसलिए मैं करती हूँ. सो विच इज़ वाई आई थॉट कि मैं अब लाइव वीडियोस करूँगी, जिसकी वजह से आई कैन स्टडी प्रॉपरली. I don't have to worry about editing, and I feel like I can connect to you people more than I connect with you through study vlogs. Those will also keep coming, but I want major part of it to be live study sessions, and I want sometimes, you know, something that I can help you guys with. I am more active on Instagram than on YouTube. So if you guys want to follow me, like, for the better things in life, like, you know, what I do throughout the day, I don't post about my studies on Instagram because most of my followers are from the sports background and are from college and everything else, who know me as a completely different person. None of my friends know me as this person who is preparing for UPSC, and I like to keep this very private. And I know nobody of them checks YouTube or my channel, so I can be freely the person I want to be in terms of UPSC here on this channel. And on Instagram, I'm a completely different personality. So if you want to check that out, you can, if you want, you can send me a request on Instagram. I'll accept it. How old am I? I'm 24. I am 1996 born. So many questions. Okay, after all these questions, I won't answer, and I feel like at 10 o'clock we'll stop this live. 1 second. Do you get cravings? And I'm really bad at exercise, and I feel drained out on the day I exercise. And Didi, I'm really good at cooking, and Mama make to cook a lot. अगर मैंने किया तो बुरा मान जाएंगी. मैं लास्ट का नहीं समझी, पर जो समझ आया उसका बताती हूँ. I do get cravings, of course. I'm a human being, यार. मतलब सबको मन करता है कुछ अच्छा खाएं. मेरा हर रोज़ करता है. I try to make what I like into a healthier version. तो ये मैं करती हूँ. I love eating chocolate cakes. तो आजकल मैं हेल्दी वर्जन ऑफ चॉकलेट केक ट्राई करती हूँ. या बेस्ट ये होता है कि आपको जो खाना है आप खाओ, बस आप क्वांटिटी कंट्रोल में रखो. लाइक if you feel like eating this much, you eat this much. Just proportions. Everything in life is all about proportions. And if you feel tired on the first day of exercise, it's because आपका body used to नहीं है exercise करने के लिए. So you have to at least for a week properly exercise. And एक दिन जाते ही बहुत ज़्यादा weights उठाना, भागना, दौड़ना नहीं करना चाहिए. धीरे धीरे gradually बढ़ाना चाहिए. Otherwise you'll get burned out. Otherwise you'll get injuries. और आपकी body भी मतलब sore हो जाएगी. So just take it slow and हल्का हल्का. वॉट यू कैन डू इज़ बेस्ट इज़ गो फॉर वॉक्स. आपकी सोसाइटी है, अगर आप अपार्टमेंट में रहते हो तो आप सोसाइटी के चक्कर लगाओ. अगर आपका इंडिविजुअल घर है तो आप कॉलोनी में जाके आप लॉन्ग वॉक्स करो. यू कैन पुट म्यूजिक इन योर ईयरफोन्स and you can just go for long walks. If you have pets, you can take them for a walk and just go out for a walk and try to do थोड़ा briskly. मतलब धीरे धीरे मत चलो, थोड़ा तेज़ चलो, नॉर्मल से थोड़ा सा तेज़. तो आपका एक्सरसाइज उसमें हो जाएगा टू स्टार्ट विद. मैं हिंदी में ही तो बोल रही हूँ. व्हाट इज़ योर डेली रूटीन? आई विल कवर अ वीडियो. आई मीन डेली रूटीन इज़ जस्ट ईट, स्लीप, स्टडी, repeat, play with Simba, talk to my friends, parents. Are you single or committed? No, I'm committed. Not single. Not since 3-4 years. Yes, I'm from Shankar IS. If you're a serious aspiration towards a goal, you will gradually lose interest in most of the things which you used to love before. Friends, relative, long drive, and many more. Yeah, I have become a introverted person, which is why I'm sitting here and not going out with my friends. உனக்கு தமிழ் தெரியுமா? எஸ், ஆமாம். தமிழ் கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சம் தெரியுமா? தெரியாது எனக்கு. கொஞ்சம் கொஞ்சம் தமிழ் பேசுங்க. Sorry. Speak in English, I don't understand. Okay. How's your exam prep going on? It's going on good. At last someone is praising us. Of course, everyone needs to be praised. It's not just about any particular direction you come from, east, west, north, south, doesn't matter. And we're all Indians at the end of the day, so. Persephone, I always upload it on the community tab. I know community tab on YouTube is not something where you can get updated quickly like an Instagram post. I wish we had like a place where I could upload the time I would want to come live on, but I don't know if the algorithm shows you what I post. But I did talk about coming on line at 7. My Insta is Aditi Singh Shoots. I'm happy because you have... No, so the doctor said I don't have thyroid, but if I don't, if I keep on, sitting in one place and not move around, then I have chances of getting it. So, which is why I've started working out and I've started to take myself more seriously again. So, yeah. I touch what I don't have, and I hope your mom is doing good now. You love my haircut. Oh, thank you. I'm trying to grow it out now, so it's in a very weird stage. Na ye chote hain, na lambe hain. But I'm just waiting for it to grow out so I can look like my old self again. Now it's been more than a year that I've had short hair. Now I want them to be longer. No, I'm not in college anymore. If you had to suggest one exercise, yoga, for overall health, what would that be? I will tell you, see, if I say yoga, it's such a cliched thing. And I know that not everyone is made for yoga. But if there's one thing you can do, it's like just to get up from the chair, go out and go for a walk. Trust me, a walk will help you de-stress very, very easily. I mean, there's very less chances of you feeling bad once you come from a walk, and you'll get fresh air. Sorry, but if you guys are from Delhi, I pity you because there's no fresh air there. But if you are in Chennai or in South India or like somewhere near the beach, then morning walk would be great. But I feel like Delhi में अभी winters है, तो I don't know if you guys will be able to go for a proper morning walk. But if you can, it'll be very good. Go for walks and brisk walking basically, and try to jog if you can, if you're not inexperienced. I think I took about two 2 months to complete NCRTs properly. Yes, I did history optional from Shankar IS. Start a Telegram channel. Okay, but for that I'll need your details, and I don't know how to do all of that. So if you guys can guide me, please do. Yeah, Surya Namaskar is also great, but many people don't know the proper way to do a Surya Namaskar. Their technique is wrong, their position is wrong, so it can actually hurt your back when you do that proper asana. So only if people know how to do the asanas properly is yoga beneficial. Otherwise, it can actually cause more harm. No, you can't see my boyfriend on the vlog. No. How can I download NCRT old books? I feel like NCRT's website also has online ebooks for free. Should I do coaching for UPSC or just prepare on my own with a job? See, if you're doing a job which is not related to UPSC, the other people might not be able to understand, your problems and your timings and what you're going through. You might not have that flexibility to study, but at the same time I have many friends who are working in IT sector and all of that, and still preparing for UPSC, and they have cleared the 2020 prelims. And if you feel like if you teach UPSC, you might be able to grasp on concepts better, and it'll be a easier thing to do, then it actually depends on you totally. So anything is good as long as you have income coming. It's great, and as long as you have time to prepare for UPSC. Oh yeah, I can. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll create a Telegram channel, and I will post about that on the YouTube community tab. And from there, I think like if you search for a name, you can join in. So I think that'll be pretty cool. Thanks for the idea. So I'll do that today, and I'll post about it on the YouTube community tab. Oof. Well, I have been in a serious commitment since 3-4 years, and I know how to balance things with it. So, and it really depends on the person you're with. They have to be understanding, and you have to. And I'm also mature enough now to understand what matters, what doesn't. We don't have unnecessary arguments and fights, which takes away time. There's a lot of space that's given in to each individual, and all my relationships for that matter, like with my friends, with my partner, with my parents, there's a very good level of understanding and maturity which everybody and each one of us displays, and I feel like that's very important. Okay, so I will make that Telegram channel, and from that ID, you can search on it. And yeah. Is this calm and composedness due to the good nutritional choice? No. It's just because I'm on live right now, and I'll become more wild once the live is off. Just kidding. No, I feel like this is the maturity which comes at the age of 24, probably. And also because maybe because of chocolate cake. Yes, I did make notes from NCRTs, but only in the NCRTs themselves. And I did make notes for geography, but apart from geography and I think geography and history, I didn't make notes. Why are you streaming? I mean, what's your goal about this video? Well, we were studying for more than 1.5 hours, and today many people came online, were asking questions, so I thought I will answer them. Um, and Yeah, so I will end this live today. It was a small study session. If you guys want me to continue studying for half an hour, because I'm anyways going to be studying for half an hour post this video. So, okay, yeah, so we'll get back to the studying now, and no talking. Okay, guys, last 15 minutes. I'll end the live at 11 p.m. Okay, guys, I am ending this live. Yeah, Manoj, I'll make a video on how to take notes. It's better time to show your revision notes, Aditi, rather than reading. I'm not sure if you will understand my handwriting, but after the newspaper, I did 2 chapters of India's struggle for independence. Um, so I did the foundation of the Indian National Congress. You have to keep in mind the associations which were created, like the Indian Association, Madras Mahajan Sabha, and the Bombay Presidency to start with. And you have to see what was created first, because sometimes in prelims they uh, talk about arranging in the order they were formed first. So 76, 84, and 85, and the kind of people that were involved. So Surendranath Banerjee, Subramaniam Iyer, K.T. Telang, Firoz Shah Mehta, all of that. Then there is a mention about the newspapers like the Hindu, Tribune, Bengali, Maharwa, Kesari, Amrita Bazar Patrika, and you have to know. So I have highlighted because I know once I revise it, I have to recall which newspaper belonged to which person. And Ilbert Bill was there, and all the Vernacular Press Act, Afghan was, Indian Press Act, Arms Act. All these demands were made by the Indians when they were, you know, they were agitating against these things because they wanted more freedom. And it's talking about how Congress was, formation of Congress was not a sudden act, but it was a culmination of many political works previously done in the previous years. And the fact that the safety valve theory, the light conductor theory, whether it was true or not. So, in this sense, this chapter has a lot of fodder for prelims as well as the mains question, which would be, do you agree with the safety valve theory, or something about the foundation of the Congress, which can be asked. Um, and Yeah, and the objectives of the early Congress, like one of the objectives was to create a common political platform. I like annotating in the book itself, and I don't like highlighting too much, because unnecessarily highlighting things doesn't help. I see people highlighting everything, it doesn't help. Stop doing it. Start focusing on what exactly is important. It will help. Previously, even I used to just completely highlight, not knowing what I'm doing. Some people subconsciously think that everything is important, which is a wrong approach. So you have to really properly, pay attention. Here, Gramsci, the famous Italian Marxist, who also happens to be the guy who helped in the revolutions in Europe, talked about how first you have to form an ideology before starting a revolution. First, everybody has to come together, having a certain ideology, and after that, they have to overthrow the government. So, Gramsci was mentioned here, and the fact that the same thing, the Indian national freedom movement also is based on the same fact. First, we had to identify what is our ideology, and the fact that our national identity had to be formed in the first place. So, and because Britishers thought that all of us are very different, from different castes, races, it's impossible for us to come together. So, hegemony is having the whole power with yourself. So it was the British hegemony which Indians were challenging. Um, so this Gramsci termed something called the headquarters of movement, meaning the kind of ideology you have to begin with before you challenge the government. Everybody has to come together. And um, yeah, so, and also it talks about how we did not know what anti-colonialism meant, because as a colonial country and having no prior experience or understanding of this, this kind of way of life, we had to, before we could become anti-colonialists, we had to become, we had to learn about colonialism, what colonialism is in the first place. So we had to make many mistakes, we as in the people who were fighting against the British, or even before they could, wage a war against the British, they had to understand what is right, what is wrong, what they are going through, because nobody really knew at that moment. And the objectives of the early nationalists were to, create a democratic national movement, and to educate people about politics, to educate people about the ideology, and also to develop a anti-colonial nationalist thought. um, and it talks about, if Hume and other English officials used the formation of a Congress as a safety valve, the Congress leaders uh, thought that A.O. Hume would act as a lightning conductor, which it did in the end. And with this, we come to the end of the chapter. I explained it. I explained my understanding only because you guys asked. I've never done this before. So I hope you guys studied well along with me and it was fruitful. And I hope that we can continue these live study sessions because it does help me. Today's live, I did talk more than I wanted to, but because many people came online at the same time and asked too many questions, I thought people might get pissed off if I don't reply. So around 9:30 and 10, I was talking more than I wanted to. So if you guys, if some of you didn't like it, then I'm sorry, and I will keep in mind that we have to talk less and study more. And but it's because I know people will get offended if I don't answer their questions as well. So next time what I'll do is I'll write in the chat from what time to what time we'll study and from what time to what time will there be a break. Still have to learn how to do all that, so I'll do it. And with this, it's 11:10. I will probably go down, take Simba for a walk. And yeah, so with this, we end our live session. Good night. Have fun studying if you're still studying. Sleep well. And yeah, I'll make the Telegram channel. Good night, guys.